Hello again, everybody. I'm Leon Thomas here with Miranda Kitterlin-Lynch, and we are the co-host of Checking In, a lodging DEI chat. Hi, Miranda. How you doing?
Hi, Leon. I am great for episode 55 of the show.
Wow. I don't even get to ask the question anymore. It's just bam, here's the number.
I wanted to get it out before I forgot.
Oh, okay. That works too. 55, like 5-5?
5-5.
As they used to say in CB chatter way back when, I'm doing a double nickel. 55. Yeah, they used to say that. Yeah. Did you have a CB radio?
My grandparents had one in their van. So when we would make cross country trips, they'd put the back down so the kids could lay down, and then we'd listen to the truck drivers.
Now, yeah. And when we talk about hotel reviews, right? And listening to what guests have to say, my real first experience with hotel reviews came through a CB radio.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad had one in his car. So if you can imagine, he had this really long car that had the transmission humps where it was just all the apparatuses and things for the car. The technology was all on the dashboard. There was nothing on the floor, and so he had a portable CB, and he used to put it right on the transmission hump and run a wire to the antenna. And we were driving. I can't remember where we were going, but it started snowing. And the truckers started talking about who has hotel rooms and where not to stay. I remember that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. This is back in way back then. They were actually doing that. And people were listening. Okay, we won't go there. Thank you. What about the next exit down? Breaker 19. Yeah.
Amazing.
Crazy stuff.
Back in the 1900s.
Yeah, way back. That's when I had to walk to school barefoot uphill both ways in the snow in July.
Did you have hair then?
I had hair and not this. Hair and not this. Yeah. Hey, you're familiar with who Billy D. Williams is, right?
Refresh me.
Billy D. Williams. He's been in a lot of movies. Really good looking guy with wavy hair. Yeah, I'll send you a picture of him. You'll recognize him when you see him. That's what I had. I mean,
waves, just like a glorious.
I had them. And I had a cool sachet walk too. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Can't wait to see an old photo.
Yes, I will make sure that I send you one. Hey, folks, if you want to listen to our show, you go to any podcast network. You can check out all of the previous 54 episodes there. You can go to the Leon Thomas Group webpage and click on where it says listen. You'll hear some of our episodes there on the Leon Thomas Group Radio Network. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, you can send me an email. Send it to leon@theleonthomasgroup.com. One of the things we're proud of at the Leon Thomas Group is we provide internships for college students, recent grads, and now even high school students. And we have a high school student working in production on this show. His name is Karan, and he's also one of the best racquetball players in the state of Maryland. He participates in our racquetball program, a nonprofit we have in Maryland called Racquetball Revival. You can learn more about that organization by going to racquetballrevival.com. It's not just about racquetball. We offer tutoring in English and math, and we have a counselor on staff as well. And Miranda, if folks want to get in touch with you because they want to be a guest on the show, how do they do it?
The easiest thing you can do is just Google me. I'm very hard to hide.
Just Google you. Miranda, we have a great show lined up. Tell us about want to bring our guest on, and then you can kind of do an intro or let them introduce themselves. Is that how we want to do this? So
yeah, absolutely. So I'm super excited. We have one guest who's returning to us from a previous show, which again, you can see her episode on any of the podcast platforms. And then we have a guest who's joining us for the first time. I'm going to let them introduce themselves so that they have control of their first impression. Dr. Cain, would you like to begin?
Sure. Hi, everyone. First and foremost, thank you for having me back on the show, Leon and Miranda. My name is Lisa Cain. I'm an associate professor at the Chaplain School, and I'm also one of the co-founders of hospitalityinternships.com, which is why I'm on today with my other co-founder, the fabulous Tim Flohr.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tim Flohr. I'm an associate professor at the University of Memphis in their hospitality management program. And I'm, along with Lisa, I'm the other co-founder and managing partner of Hospitality Internships.
Awesome. Thank you both for being here to share. This is a super cool thing that you guys have started. Do you want to tell us about what Hospitality Internships is?
Lisa, you want?
I was going to say, take it away, Tim.
Sure. So, Hospitality Internships is it's a website. It's actually a global community that we formed about a year ago. The website is www.hospitalityinternships.com, and what we do is provide manager and training programs, internships, and entry-level management position postings for organizations in the hospitality industry to attract students from hospitality, tourism, and culinary arts schools. It's a global site. Like I said, we've been around for a little over a year, and it's already taken off really well. So that's Hospitality Internships in a nutshell.
Awesome. And so you guys have been doing some really cool things online, such as your Learners to Leaders webinars. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, we have the Learners to Leaders webinars, which are informational sessions for our students. And much like your internship program, Leon, we target high school students as well as college students. And our goal is to provide them with the information and the tools necessary to find an exciting career path in our industry, because we found that so many students realize later on in their careers and in their lives that they have a passion for our industry. It's more of an accidental industry. And so we want to make sure that our students have access to valuable and meaningful internships, entry-level management positions, and not all the schools across the country, not all the community colleges, not all of the culinary arts programs have access to a robust amount of internship and management programs, and ours is global, so we're excited to help bridge that gap.
Very cool. Leon?
Yeah, I think it's great that you're providing internships and creating those and helping to bridge that gap, because in many industries, but particularly the hotel business, you mentioned two things. One is it's an accidental industry, right? I meet so many people I ask, how did you get into the hotel business? How'd you get in hospitality? Oh, well, it was a part-time job that turned into a full-time career, all of that, which is the case with me. Miranda, you've heard this before, but thanks to Dr. David Sanoka at Robert Morris University in Pittsburgh, that's one of the reasons that he's one of the folks that drove me to be in the hotel business, is because he didn't think I'd win games as a basketball coach at UCLA. I didn't win me as a high school basketball coach either, but he said, you're going to go in the hotel business. And I did, worked in the industry for 35 years, but also in other career paths, particularly what we do here now at the Leon Thomas Group in broadcasting and media and related areas. It's all about what experience do you have. And it's so hard for some students to land those opportunities, and many companies don't want to provide that either. So everything that you're doing, you're going to help students win. And you mentioned you're even reaching out to the high school students and high school teachers. Yes, that's where we get it rocking and rolling. So I'm really, really happy that you're doing that. So thank you for what you're doing. You're gonna make a big difference in the lives of many students. So thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you. We're really excited, and like I said, over the first year, we've done really well, and we're getting out there globally, and we're really excited about the everything that's coming up in the near future as well.
Awesome. So if there's anybody listening that says, well, my company has internships, how do I get connected? How do I become a part of this? What would you tell them to do? I'm sure the information's on the website, but if they're listening,
I would say the first thing is just to reach out to us. Put my at hospitalityinternships.com. If you do have an internship or a manager and training program in place, or even entry-level management positions that you're looking for talent, just reach out to us there, and we'll one of us will work with you to be able to set up an ad on the site.
Awesome. So let me ask you kind of a fun question, still on topic. What was your first internship, and how did you get that internship? Either one of you can go first.
Well, my first internship was at Bourbon Steak in Miami, and I got it because I was already working there, and they allowed me to shadow management and learn more about the managerial process. And they gave me a special project to work on in a managerial capacity for my internship class at FIU. And so that was my first hospitality internship, and it was handcrafted, but the goal is really to make it so that there are more seamless transitions for our students, for younger students, so that they don't have to figure out creative ways to get an internship in our industry.
Awesome. Tim, what about you?
Let me think back here. So, being a proud graduate of the University of Delaware's Hotel, Restaurant, and Institutional Management program, my first internship was at the Hotel DuPont in Wilmington, Delaware. I did that my junior year in college while I was at University of Delaware.
What did they have you doing there?
It was a food and beverage internship, so basically shadowing the F&B managers, working basically every position there over the course of, I think it was a 12-week period. So I had a really deeper understanding as to what it was like working in a fine dining, in a 5-star hotel environment. Having come up in the restaurant industry like I did, it was definitely a different animal being at the Hotel DuPont.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah. Now, let me ask this. One of the things that I experienced when I was a hotel general manager and when I worked in corporate positions was that high schools and colleges would contact us to say that they want us to provide internships, and they didn't make the path easy for the hotelier. There were multiple documents we had to fill out, questions on the website, follow-up information, meeting with teachers and professors. I mean, it went on and on. And one of the companies I worked for said, we're not going to have interns anymore because it's too much work for us. There's just too much we have to do. Has that been a discussion point in what you're doing, and what can we do to make it easier for the company that wants to help but don't force them to do so much? What can we do about that?
I'll take first stab at this, Lisa. So if you were to ask 20 different people from organizations of what an internship is and what their program looks like, you're going to get 20 different answers. Unfortunately, for a lot of companies who are a little bit old school, they look at an internship as they're doing the student a favor, and they may be breaking down boxes, washing dishes, doing hourly positions, mainly as they call labor savers in the business. Whereas a lot of companies do have really structured internship programs, and those are definitely the type of internships that we want to promote on our website. So knowing that not every company has that structure in place and a structured internship program, we're actually working with the company Intern Bridge, who are experts in work integrated learning, so that companies coming on board, if they want to create an internship program, they can go through a workshop with Intern Bridge, and they actually provide them with the framework and a lot of the resources they need to create a structured program. So that's one of the things that we're going to be rolling out over the next year, and we really know that that's going to make a huge difference in the quality of internships moving forward.
And what about making it easier for that employer who wants to provide an internship in terms of the communication that they have to have with the high school or with the university? I mean, I can remember when I was with Vista Host Hotel Management, we wanted to provide meaningful internships, but the university that was sending us students, they wanted us, the managers, to attend weekly meetings and all of these reports and questions. It was time intensive for the hotelier? Has that changed? Is anything going to change in that regard?
Well, I think first off, it's being an internship coordinator at a university is quite anybody that's done that or knows anyone who's doing that currently. It's quite an undertaking, and there is a lot on their plate there, and there's a lot of communication that has to be, of course, done between the employer and that internship coordinator or the instructor of the class if it's for academic credit. Thankfully, there's a lot of software out there now that makes it a little bit easier for those communications and sharing, getting feedback on the students, their work performance, and making it a little bit more seamless and efficient for the employers. But we still have a long ways to go. I'll put it that way.
Well, that's good to hear that's happening. It's things have changed, and that's good to hear that. And I just want to encourage all the companies. If you're thinking about having interns, make sure it's a meaningful position and that gives students a real opportunity to learn. I have friends who have college students, and some of the internships that I'm hearing about, like you mentioned, break down boxes, carry out trash and all that. I'm like, no, that's not a real internship. Give them something meaningful to do. And I think Tim and Lisa, with y'all leading this effort, that's going to happen. So again, I applaud you for what you're doing. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would also add to that, I think one of the big value adds that you take away from an internship is also the networking opportunities, because as we all know, when you're looking for a job, it's not just about what you know, and not who you know, but who knows you, right? So I love that. All right, Leon, do we want to ask our signature questions?
I'm thinking it's time for the signature questions. Tim, Lisa, grab a marker, a pen. You know what? You can even use a number 2 pencil if you have one around. As long as it's a writing device. And if you don't have one, just use your finger. Just use your finger. All right. Hold it up right here. Hold it up, because we're going to use this in about 30 seconds. We're going to use this. Hold it up here. It's now time for the 2 signature questions of the show. And Miranda, just so that you are aware, I have practiced my signature so that it does not go off camera.
Oh, that's one of my favorite things.
Oh, then I'll make it go off camera again. Okay. All right, here we go, folks. Let's see those signatures. Here we go. Your signatures. And now, it is now time for the 2 signature questions of the show. Lisa, I will ask my signature question. You give your answer. And Tim, you're going to answer my signature question. Then we'll go to Miranda's signature question. Lisa, here we go. Are you ready for the signature question?
I'm ready.
Have you ever had bean pie?
I have not had bean pie, ever.
Have you ever heard of it?
I haven't.
I have not either. I still don't believe it's real.
We had Brian Barker on a previous show. He confirmed it's real. I even have a video out there that Tim and Lisa, I'll send it to you. Bean pie is
fake news.
That's what producer Dr. J just said. He said fake news. Yeah, that's what he said. Tim, how about you? Have you ever had bean pie?
I have never even heard of bean pie.
Wow, it's real. It's real. It's really good stuff.
Tim went to culinary school.
I didn't say I was
a bean pie.
I never said I was good at it, Lisa.
And you're from the same area.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Leon, the gig is up.
it's a for real. It's a happening thing. Bean pie.
Is it a Baltimore thing or is it
No, it's nationwide. Bean pie is
what nation is that?
The Nation of Islam.
it is from the Nation of Islam. Used to in many cities would be on street corners selling pies and newspapers, and that's when I had my first bean pie. But as I traveled around, mainly in the hotel business, I would see bean pies in restaurants. I see bean pies in grocery stores. And now here in Baltimore at Safeways, you can buy bean pie. It's great. Bean pies, it's good stuff. And you've never heard of it, never had it, never heard of it. Miranda is still convinced it doesn't exist. We're going to have, you know what we'll do, Miranda, for our 100th episode? This is number 55.
Like a
For our
tasting.
100th episode, we're going to gather all of our guests. We'll have a big reunion of our guests somewhere. And on the menu, we'll have crab cake and bean pie. We'll do that. Go ahead.
Okay, so Lisa, I'm going to start with you. I believe I may have asked you this previously, but maybe you don't remember your answer, so pretend like it's the first time. If you could go back in time and give your 20-year-old self one piece of advice, pearl of wisdom, affirmation, what would it be?
It's all going to work out.
Mm.
And beware of 2020.
Buy stock in Zoom.
Yes. And Apple.
Awesome. Tim, what about you?
I guess I would have to say, make more mistakes and don't be worried about failure and just keep plugging away and always bet on yourself. That's what I would say.
All good advice for every aspect of life. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I like it. Bet on yourself and watch out for 2020.
And experience bean pie. It's apparently this new phenomenon that's taking over the nation.
I mean, why not? Why not? and play more racquetball. Play more racquetball.
Not to be confused with pickleball.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, not to be confused. Yes, right on. Tim Flohr, Lisa Cain, thank you both for being on Checking In, a Lodging DEI Chat.
Thank you for having us.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Leon and Miranda, for having us on. We appreciate it.
Awesome. And everybody go check out Hospitality Internships at hospitalityinternships.com.
Right on. And Miranda, another great show. Wow, we had some great guests today. Tim and Lisa, thanks for being with us. And again, folks, we're reminding you to go to check out hospitalityinternships.com. Check out that website. Let's get more students involved in internships in our business. Let's get the numbers up of great students that are working in the hotel business. And also reminding you, if you'd like to be a guest on Checking In, a Lodging DEI Chat, you can contact Miranda. Just Google her name, Miranda Kitterlin-Lynch, and you can't miss her.
And Leon, how did we contact you?
You can send me an email. Send it to leon@theleonthomasgroup.com. Tim, Lisa, can you imagine Miranda going somewhere and they're asking her name, right? And she says, "Let's Miranda Kitterlin-Lynch," and they're like, "Can I have your address, please? Your phone numbers?" Like, how many do you have? How many do you have in the system? How many Mirandas you got?
Every time I check into an appointment, every time I pick up a prescription, come on.
Yeah. Oh, now you know what? Some security person's gonna send me an email now that says they do it for security reasons, explain it and all that stuff, and I'll just go, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. That's great. Folks, thanks for watching Checking In, a Lodging DEI Chat. We appreciate you watching. Make sure you listen on your favorite podcast platform as well. Thanks for being here for Checking In, a Lodging DEI Chat.